You know, one of the reasons we're really having a hard time in this country right now is because the liberal or left people are pissed off. We're pissed off at always being treated like we're the bad ones. All we want is to live and let live. And you want to make everybody live in your image. You're always giving your opinion as if anybody gives a flying fuck about your opinion. Keep it to yourself. You don't like trans people? Fine. Just keep your mouth shut. You don't like gay people? Fine. Keep your mouth shut. Don't be trying to create laws that make lives difficult for all of these people in vulnerable groups just because you don't believe it. Just because you don't believe in it. That's your life belief system, and your life belief system right now sucks really bad. Because you say that you care about children, yet you won't force the release of the Epstein files. In fact, you've gone so far as to just kind of let it go. Or you go to like Megyn Kelly's direction, and it's at least she wasn't 8 years old. And now we have all of these powerful men leading our country. They're in charge of everything that happens to all of us. And they're terrible people who have taken advantage of young girls for years. And now you don't care anymore. The thing is, in an ideal world, the Epstein list wouldn't exist. There wouldn't be girls who were abused. In the mind of a MAGA person, their ideal world is the Epstein list exists, but only Democrats are on it. They don't care about the girls. They just want to have ammo on the Democrats so that they can demonize them. I'm not happy with the Democrats right now, but what people don't understand is we're not demons. Immigrants are good people, and they contribute a lot to our country. You want to eat at the Mexican restaurant, but you don't want to support the Mexican person doing the work in the restaurant. You want to demand respect from people, but you don't want to have to give it to anyone. And we have finally had enough. And so we're treating you the way that you've been treating everybody else, and you don't like it. And you know how I know? Because you guys are up in arms. ICE can't go to certain restaurants. Restaurants are able to say, no, you're not welcome here. Get lost. And oh, MAGA is so mad. But MAGA is the one who put that law in place in the first place. Because the baker didn't want to make a cake to celebrate someone's love because it didn't match what their idea of love was. So instead of just saying, mind my business, you had to go and make a law that harms vulnerable people. And now the law is coming back to apply to you, and you don't like it. Huh? That's how it works. We're living in a society, and we need to be focused on doing the most amount of good for the most amount of people. And everything comes back to human dignity, which should be given to everyone. Homeless people, like everybody. Everybody gets treated with dignity and respect. When you take away human dignity, you completely lose the point of life. And that's exactly what we've done with the vulnerable people in our country. We've treated them like they're less than. And guess what, MAGA? Now nobody wants anything to do with you. And you're isolating yourself further and further, when the whole point of life is to find connections with people. How do I know that that's the point of life, that we're constantly reaching for each other? Look at babies. They come into the world and they need our help. And so that human connection is built in. Same thing with animals. Like, we're meant to be connected to each other. We're meant to lift each other up, live in a society and communities and help each other. And we're seeing that in Minnesota right now. And it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Out of every dark place that you have in the United States, you will find a bright spot. And Minnesota is a huge bright spot. They will be in the history books, and I'm just so proud of the people there. And I don't know how we're going to get to a better place until we all wake up to see the dictatorship that we're living under. When people deny reality, it comes back to bite them in the ass, because they're watching rights be taken away from Americans, just not them. But eventually it will be them. Because when you change the rules for one, you change the rules for all. And you don't know it yet because it hasn't impacted you yet, but it will. So we have a chance right now to try and find common ground between us, because I think we have a lot more in common in the things that we want than the things that divide us. But it all starts with respect. And you got to stop calling us demon rats and all that stuff. Just knock it off with that. It doesn't get us anywhere. We're going to have new conversations about women's rights. And I mean, we're going to have to reshape America. And if we don't have the ability to have conversations about where we want to go, we're not going to know how to get there. So, just my thoughts on the state of America. I think everybody should just do better. I'll be back for more later. Peace out.